Good morning, welcome to Wendy Hill Kennel. So this is kind of an off-the-wall video this morning. So I have two demo puppies down here, one teeny one and one normal size when you would take a normal Schnauzer or a Schnoodle home. So what I'm going to show you is, I'm hoping it's a lifesaver for some of you. And I also want to show you why I tell anybody not any smaller than a 36-inch crate. So I have a crate down here this morning that's 36 inches. And so this is going to be the size I would recommend. So most everybody, let me put my demo puppy. I got a big puppy in here, but I'm hoping they get along because this one's going to cry if it doesn't have a friend. So most people put their crate up on the wall like this. Well, usually with the, where's the door? My door on this crate happens to be on my end. But most people, when they get them home, they'll stick the crate sideways on the wall. And a lot of times if you have a two-door crate, which we sell two-door crates, but unfortunately I brought a one-door down here. So normally there would be a door here, and you're going to put your puppy in here. Well, the way we raise them here, our puppies go to the bathroom naturally without any training to the back of their kennel. So I would absolutely set your crate this way in your room. Make sure you don't put it near anything it can reach out and get a hold of, because they use their feet like cats. If you do, they're going to pull in cords, you're going to pull your curtains in, and you're going to hate it. So, here's my big thing with the crate. If you were getting a little one, I am almost 6 foot tall. I don't want to get on my knees because I've got two artificial knees. And I don't want to climb in this crate to get the puppy out, to change the paper, to do the bed. So my secret is, when you buy your crate and you get it home, there are little clamps. There's like 3 clamps, actually 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 clamps on each side of the long side. And there's usually 2 clamps on the front. Sometimes not. Sometimes you'll have a hook where you have to bend your top in and it catches and it can't come out. So here's what we do. We go on and we take the 5 clamps out on one side. That gives me a lid. Then I can flip it over. Now, the secret is your clamps. It doesn't matter what kind of snaps you get, but if you take them off of your top off like I do, and I do this for all my little puppies, and so the natural hooks that are on there, if you don't do something, this side will fall down, because it does have these hooks, but that doesn't guarantee it's going to stay hooked. So go to the hardware store, get a clamp for each side, and we do it for all 4 sides. I got my hook that back where it's supposed to be. And I put a clamp on the corners. That way this crate, I don't have to use the door. I can reach in and put a puppy in. So the next thing is, why do I tell everybody a 36-inch crate? So this is where I'm going to get my 2 demo puppies out. So, and first of all, I'm doing this by the seat of my pants, people. So I'm not in any certain order. This is the best buy that I have found where you can get anywhere. I don't use wee-wee pads. Shh, no bark. And anything that comes out of their mouth to me is a bark. It can be a howl, a whine, a whimper. That's the little guy saying I want out. So this is white packing paper or white newspaper without the print. So when you go to Walmart to pick this up, there's 220 sheets in here. And where this is in Walmart, and they do sell this on Amazon. So if you are a person that likes to really dig into prices and find stuff, so far I have found that Walmart is the cheapest. I did go on Amazon and I compared the number of papers in this bag to Amazon's prices, and this worked out better. This is about $10 a bag at Walmart. There are 220 sheets in here, and they are 24 by 24 pre-cut sheets. So 220 sheets goes a whole lot farther than wee-wee pads, and we all know how expensive wee-wee pads are. But once I know this hits the internet and people are going to find out my secret, you're going to have a hard time finding it in some stores. So the other thing is, if you always want a guaranteed place to find it, Uline is in Ohio. It's just U, the capital U, dash line, L-I-N-E. Uline is a store that is a commercially based store that sells anything to anybody. Sometimes you have to buy in quantity, sometimes you don't. It's a huge catalog. It's free shipping depending on what you buy. They carry a lot of plastic bottles, things like that, because that's where I buy my plastic bottles for my shampoo. And their paper is probably a better buy than Amazon or this company. This is just plain newspaper print. The other secret is, depending on the town you live in, if you have a newspaper company in your town, they also have end rolls. End rolls are round rolls covered with this. It comes in different widths. We actually bought out our local newspaper company. We bought their entire warehouse when they went out of business. So I have newspaper on rolls by the hundreds. I have not used anything but white paper for probably, well, I used to buy it from the paper company by the truckload, and when they went out of business about 3 or 4 years ago, I bought the warehouse. So I will quit raising puppies when I run out of paper. I'm not using wheelie pads, I'm not using cedar chips, I'm not using any of that stuff. Newspaper, and these puppies have been trained on paper. So henceforth, it's a good idea maybe not to use wheelie pads. I know the wheelie pad companies are going to hate me, but they've got a corner of the market that nobody knows about paper. And this is awesome. So we actually took some of our paper and we cut a 24 by 24 inch sheet within maybe a ½ inch or so. So this is a 36 inch crate, so this paper is a titch wide. Doesn't matter, you can turn it over, fold it under. I would put 2 sheets in here. Then I would do a small bed in the front corner, and I would put your bowls. These are actually screw-on bowls. I do carry these. I don't have a lot of them left, but the nice thing is you can put these at any height. So when you screw it down, they're dishwasher safe, so your dog isn't going to potty in it, which I've seen dogs do. Shh. My demo puppies are getting restless. So for a little puppy, and these are really big bowls for a little puppy, but we feed free choice, so we fill the white one up with food, we fill the blue one up with water, and we're good to go. So what I would do and what I would tell you, and I'm going to turn this sideways for the sake of this next part of my demonstration. And on tiny puppies, you can leave the lid open. These guys don't climb out. I'm not guaranteeing you if you don't have... There's a puppy every once in a while that's a Houdini, and they learn to climb. So if you find your puppy's a climber, this may not be your cup of tea. If you have a big puppy, this will not be your cup of tea. You'll have to go in through the door. But for my little guys, it's awesome. So everybody thinks when you have a tiny puppy, okay, give me my first demo baby. Come here. If you'd see the other one that's in here that's been playing with this one. Oh, keep your head in there. So this is one of Pearl's babies. I know you're my demo baby. This is a little girl. She's got the orange collar on, so or pink collar. So whoever's getting her, your puppy is a demo baby. So this is a puppy that weighs 2 pounds approximately. So this gives her a pen that is big enough to play in. She can come to the back and potty. So in a normal lifetime, at my house, she would be in a kennel like this. So the reason I do this, and we actually stumbled onto this by accident because of our kennel, the way we're set up. She's gonna potty on the paper. Okay, good demo, baby. Except you've ruined my paper. All right, I don't want you to step in it. Okay, good girl. Well, you couldn't ask for a better demo. All right, so I'm gonna change the paper, which this is so easy this way. Except you have ruined my piece. I did not bring a second paper. No, I didn't. All right, go back in here. I need a little bit of liquid there. Okay, we were not prepared for a wet demo. All right, so when she's in here playing and you're out of the room, she's gonna play up front, maybe where she's at in the middle. She says, why am I in here? And when she's got to defecate or urinate, she's gonna go to the back of this kennel and potty, because Mother Nature does not like her to potty in the front, and it is embedded in their brain. So all of our puppies go to the back of their kennels and they potty back here. The nice thing is when you come in the morning and you're walking to the crate, she's gonna run up here to come out, and she won't run through her feces and urine. But hang on, we're going for a ride. If you turn her this way, and she's defecated on this end, and you're coming from this side, here she is, she's gonna go back and forth, she wants out, she's gonna walk in it, step in it, and you're gonna have to give her a bath. So, if you're a person that works all day, you have an office at home, you're going to want to give them enough room to eat, sleep, play, potty, because at a puppy this size, you're not going to housebreak these until they're probably, 8 or 9 months old to be 100% safe. I know, you're such a cute baby. You're going to cry now, aren't you? All right, the other thing is I forgot to show you. So, the other thing we do with these guys, and I don't know that my bowls are going to work this way. If you're getting a tiny puppy from us, I'm going to move these because I know they're not going to be. I'm going to have to put these in a different location in a second. Shh. All right, so my puppies are all box trained. And my little tiny ones love their box. So, I brought down the box, the size we use, that we have these that we send home with everybody with a tiny one. I put their bed inside, and this has a little doggy door in it. And the top of this, you don't have to shut it, you can. So this would go in her crate this way. So it doesn't give you a whole lot of room to get her out. She says, am I getting out? And so this lets her go in this box and sleep and play. She won't cry that way. I know, come here. And they love their box. So she's gonna pop out of there in a second. This way, when you get a new puppy home from us, it's a tiny one, they're not gonna cry. They're gonna go in there where they're comfortable. They know the box. And you can put a stuffed toy in there with them that we send home with them. Your bowls, I would probably tell you to put on the side behind your kennel or behind your your cardboard box. And I would put her bowls right back here on the wall, side by side, or you could set them down because these little guys don't move them around. And she said, there's nothing in those. But that gives her room to play, go in and play, and then wrestle in their box. And I don't send boxes home with the big ones, but I do these little tiny ones because it gives them a security blanket that they've had here. They're comfortable with that. So that's the little ones. You're gonna cry the whole time, aren't you? I'd stick you in my shirt, but I can't do this. All right, so that's the box for the tiny ones. I get these at Staples. And again, this is a 12 by 12 by 12. So this should be at your house, ready to go when you come home with your puppy. When you put it in a crate, you're not going to want to stand over there and stare at it. You're not going to want to pay attention to it. Put it in the crate, put it in the box, kind of shut the lid like it is there on the wall, and walk away. When you get up at night, do not get up with them in the middle of the night. That becomes your new schedule, and they're going to have to probably, being as tiny as she is, potty during the night. I know, but I'm not going to hold you. So, let me show you the big demo dog. Come here, sweetie. Come here, good baby. I know. She says, what are we doing, Mom? All right, this is a puppy. That's a Schnauzer puppy. And this is about 10 weeks old, give or take. So, let me show you this for size this way. This is a normal, like a schnoodle or a Schnauzer you take home from us. And you can see the size of this crate. So many people, okay, I can't do it. Come up here. So many people want to put that divider in their crate, which would only give this puppy about, what, 18 inches? And that's it. And people think that's going to keep them from potty in their crate. It's not. If I were getting a puppy this size, I would get a minimum of a 36, and I would maybe even go 42. Because if you work, that dog has to live in this area the whole day. So it needs room to play. Shh, no bark. No. It needs room to play. It needs room to lay down and sleep. It needs room to go to the back of it, which you would have it set up again this way. And And it is just, I don't know whoever developed that stupid kennel across there. And I don't know why they make a 24-inch crate, because there's just not, don't you pee in there, I have no paper. There is no, there's no dog I'd want to put in a crate that tiny. It's like putting your child in a broom closet that's 3 foot by 3 foot and saying, here's your toys and something to do. Don't potty in here, we'll be back in 10 hours. I mean, I know that's way off the wall, but it's the same with the dog. You can't expect the dog to go that long till you get home. It's got to potty. So give it a large enough kennel that it has room to play, lay down, sleep. If you feel guilty because you work all day, leave the crate in the living room and turn the TV on. It watches people on TV. It does not necessarily by itself. And that way it's got company. I mean, it hears things. It's not, give it a new toy every day. We do new toys every single day for these guys. It may be a Chewy, it may be a new squeaky toy, it may be a new bone, but we rotate their toys out every single day. And so that way, there's always something for that pup to do. If you're thinking about pottying, come up here. I don't want you to potty. So, that's my demo. I try and explain this to people over the phone, so I thought this way, I can do it all at once and get you all covered. So, if you have any questions, I hope this was helpful. Again, if you're getting a puppy as big as this puppy, do not leave the lid open. This puppy isn't going to stay in there when you get home. It's going to trash your house. So leave your top closed. But the reason I wanted to show people with the top open, it's so nice if you have a little tiny one. Poodles sometimes are notorious climbers. I have one that weighs 9 pounds and she'll climb anything you put her in front of. I have one that climbed something a couple years ago and broke her front leg. And after 2 surgeries, we had to take the leg off. So poodles can be climbers. Are you being good, baby? He says, I'm going to go to sleep, Mom. Just hold me. I'm just going to sleep, Mom. And so anyway, call me if you have questions. I hope this helped. Please don't buy those 24-inch crates because you think you're getting a small puppy. A bigger crate is your best friend. It truly is. They're happier. They're going to play more. They're not going to be bored with their crate. They need to spend 50% of their day in the crate, so when you're not playing with them and physically interacting with them, lock them in their crate. Give them something new to do. You can go to your hardware store and buy like a heavy nylon cord and get it about 3 foot long. Put it through the top of it or the side, tie a knot in it so they can't possibly get it out, and they'll play tug of war all day. Maybe only last them. They'll get bored with it the next day, but save it for a couple weeks from then and get it back out. They don't remember it. Leg bones, which are the femur bones, rib bones are great. The rib bones, they chew with their front teeth and they pull the tendons off, which helps pull their teeth out. And then the shank bones are the ones they grind on their back teeth. It helps keep their teeth clean. Are you two just totally happy here? I know. She says, what are we doing, Mom? This is not normal. No. No lick me. Nope, no lick me. All right, so I hope that helped. Give me a call if not. Have a great week, a blessed one, and we'll talk to you later.